Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with InShape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins and I'll be your trainer. And today's level 1 easy workout is for Monday, June 3rd. I'm getting ahead of myself thinking that it's July. Of course, it's feeling like July here in New York City where I do my broadcasts and live with my family in Manhattan. Go ahead and stand up for me. If you're in my city, I can feel your pain. I know I've been lethargic all weekend. So let's start the week out really, really well with an easy way to just sort of build some energy for your Monday morning, and then you can take it to the next level each day this week as things cool down and you get your energy back. The first move to warm you up is a march in place. So all you're going to do is lift those knees up, slowly marching, lifting the knees up pretty high in order to sustain your body weight on each foot for at least a second, and then swing your arms forward and back. Okay, keep your back straight. Make sure you engage those tummy muscles. You want to squeeze those abdominals so that you can start generating power and generating energy as we proceed through the exercise routine. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Very nice. Okay, you can stop marching now. I want you to extend those arms out to the sides. Your palms are going to face down. Your feet are connected to each other at the toes and the heels, and you're going to press your legs, press those feet into the floor. Grip the floor. Use your feet. Super important to go barefoot, number one, for these workouts, and then also to really focus on the connection points that your feet have with your floor. A lot of people put all of their weight in their heels as they stand up, and while the heel is a very important component to standing, you do want to use your entire foot. All right, now draw circles with those arms, slow circles at the shoulder joint, no bend in the elbow, and make the circles a little bit bigger. Now make them as big as possible. It doesn't matter which direction you're going in, by the way. We're going to switch. Now go ahead and switch directions. So if you're moving forward, back to start with, now move your arms backwards, then forwards. A couple more. Make those really giant circles. This really opens up your back. It warms up your shoulders, opens up your chest. And 5 more seconds. Okay, good. All right. Now, your feet are in the same position, but really focus once again on the connection points your feet have to the floor. You want to grip the floor with your toes, press into the floor with the balls of your foot, and of course use your heels. Contract all of the muscles in your legs. Keep those arms stretched out to the sides. Now turn your head all the way to the right until you can hopefully gaze down the length of your arm, and then slowly turn to the left. We are doing 2 sets of 6 moves. This is the first move, and the first set is instructional. So we're taking the 30 seconds to do this move, which we call the lighthouse. It is a balance move and an equilibrium move. So as the week progresses, it's going to be progressively more difficult in terms of knocking your body a little bit off balance in order for you to gain better balance. All right? But we'll do different things with our feet, and you're going to just continually use this time to turn your head, which sort of discombobulates the inner ear equilibrium and forces you to really contract all of the muscles in your body, which help you with your balance. Okay, now bring your feet, your feet are already in the same position, so you're actually just going to squeeze your knees together, really press them together, and then shift your weight to your heel and sit down partially as though you'd be sitting in a chair. We call this a modified chair squat. Now, with a chair squat, people often tend to extend their arms sort of forward and up from their shoulder joints, so kind of like up in the air. Whether your hands are on your hips or out to the sides or in that forward position is up to you. Just make sure that your weight is shifted to the heel now. This is where I want you to have your weight in your heel. And then as you're bending your knees, you're going to make sure that those knees don't go past the tips of your toes. All right, you're down and up a couple times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. That's the modified chair squat. We'll do that again in this next set. But now what I want you to do is squat all the way down. You're going to bend over and put your hands on the floor, then walk one leg out to push-up position and then the other. Then bring your feet back in or knees back in up underneath your body one at a time and stand all the way up. All right, we're just going to do 2 more of these. These are called burpees. It's a modified version of the burpee. We're going to do lots of variations of this as we progress through the week, and it's a favorite among trainers in functional fitness because it gets your heart rate going. By the way, you should be moving into the next one. If you haven't already started, get yourself going. Put your feet or hands on the floor, walk your feet out, walk your feet in. This move forces your heart rate to go up, obviously, and it works every component of your body, right? You're working your shoulders, you're working your back, you're working your abs, you're working your legs, you're working your butt. All right. One more. Finish the one that you're on, and you're going to go down to the floor next for a hip bridge. 3 moves left. So lay down on the floor with your hands extended down by your sides. Your feet are on the floor, hip width apart, pinky toes and heels in line, and lift your hips up into a bridge. Just breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth for 30 seconds. Now, one thing you want to take note of, because the hip bridge, though it's a very slow, concentrated effort in terms of your breathing, there are a few things that you want to make sure you're doing. Number 1, your toes need to make contact with your floor. Okay, that's really important, because if you let your toes come up off the floor, which they kind of want to probably, your body weight is going to shift to your back, and your quads are going to do more work than you want them to. When you press your toes into the floor, you'll feel your glutes, your butt cheeks, they engage, right? You'll feel that. You'll feel the hamstrings. And you've got 8 seconds left, by the way. Good. Okay, now sit up straight. Really, really straight. And extend your legs out from your body straight as well. This is an awkward position for a lot of people, to just sit up real tall and with your legs out extended in front of you. Now I want you to put your hands on the floor beside your butt and lean back a little bit. Then leaving your left leg totally still, point the toes on your right leg and lift straight up and down. 15 seconds. These are just called seated straight leg lifts. They're very ballet in orientation, and I love these because they force you to use all of the muscles on the front and side of your legs, in addition to working your hips. Okay, switch legs now. So your right leg is still, point the toes of your left leg, and lift straight up. When we start doing other things, like lifting up at an angle and making circles with your leg at your hip joint, you're going to be screaming for these simple leg lifts. These are not hard, but you will feel them. Very good. Okay, now bend the knees, put your feet on the floor again. And what I want you to do is lift your hands up off the floor. And I want you to lean back, keeping your back straight. Abs engaged completely, super important. Now bring yourself forward and lean back a little farther. These are called recliner crunches. And you are simply leaning back and then using the strength of your tummy muscles to bring your body forward. We're almost finished with the first set. You're going to take a quick break in 10 seconds. Keep doing the recliner crunch. I love this crunch. Yes, if you have back problems, you might feel some pressure in your lower back. So support your lower back with one hand if you need to. Put your hand on the floor. Up to you. But you really, really, really benefit from the engagement of your tummy muscles and in this level, because you're also working those hip flexors and you are functioning in terms of your entire core. When you do simple crunches, yes, there's more load on your spine when you're sitting up straight like this, but you really want that load on the spine unless you have back problems, because that's what gives you the mileage that you need to actually do stuff in your life that corresponds to real life, right? No, very little of your real life has to do with lifting your head up off the floor. Okay, stand up. Let's go back to that lighthouse. Take a couple of deep breaths. Have a sip of water. I always feel so sniffly in the mornings, even in the summertime. All right, extend those arms out. Let's start. We're going to go through all of the moves as quickly as we can here. So flow set coming up and go. 30 seconds, turning your head all the way to the right, all the way to the left. Now, One thing to take notice of is how far your head can turn, because if you can't gaze down the length of your arm, if your head basically can't turn 90 degrees, then you have range of motion issues with those muscles in your neck, and that might cause pain, might cause some stress and some pain in your spine. You really want full range of motion wherever you can. Okay, now you're going to do that modified chair squat. Press the knees together. They're really glued together. Shift your weight to your heels. 30 seconds. Time starts now. All the way down. Not all the way down. This is modified chair squat. If you feel like you want to go all the way into a full squat, go ahead. If not, lower your body down 6 or 8 inches. Just make sure you're breathing. You want to inhale through the nose. You want to exhale through your mouth. You want deep breaths. And you want to press into the floor as you're lifting your body up. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, modified burpee. Now I know this gets your heart rate up, but please just go with it. It's so good for you. Now here we are, 11 minutes into this workout. Lower your body by bending your knees, bending over, put your hands on the floor, walk one leg out, then the other, then bring those legs back in and underneath your body, and stand all the way up. It's so good for you. You don't need a treadmill or an elliptical, one of those any sort of machine that you think is a cardio, quote unquote, machine when you do moves like this. You get your heart rate up and then you do other things. Your heart rate stays up, and that's enough. You don't need the gym, right? Why waste your time getting there? Why waste your time getting dressed there? Why waste your time trying to figure out what to do? Okay, lower your body now. Last 3 moves on the floor. Hip bridge first. You'll be out of here in less than 15 minutes. And yeah, this isn't a workout that is going to make you shredded or, put you on the cover of Vanity, or not, well, probably not Vanity Fair. That could be possible. This workout will not put you on the cover of Playboy or Vogue or Glamour or Fitness, maybe, because it's not going to drop your weight 100 pounds in like 6 months. But it is going to help you with the function you need to get yourself out of the habit of thinking that you need to buy your way into fitness. These are free workouts. It is really not important that you go to a gym. All you need is a space in your living room floor. And now let's do those seated straight leg lifts. So sit your body up. Sit up real tall, squeeze those tummy muscles, lean back a little bit. Now lift the right leg up, leave the left leg still, point your toes, lift straight up. You should really feel the hip flexor working and the top part of your quad, right? There's some small muscles that are on the inside of your thigh and that stream across the length of your thigh at a diagonal that you probably don't give enough attention to. Okay, because there are bigger muscles around it that take up all the action. This is weird how that quad works. The thigh muscle is, of course, several muscles grouped together, and they work pretty much in unison, but the bigger of them, those fatty, large, meaty muscles on the front part of your leg, those muscles get more action than the others. Okay, now you're switching legs. Left leg's moving, right leg is stable. That was a little longer than 20 seconds. Very good. Couple more. We'll finish up with that recliner crunch and you'll be on your way. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Okay, now sit all the way. You're already sitting up. Bring your knees up. Put your feet on the floor. Hands up or support your back with one hand. Lean back. And then use the strength of your tummy muscles to bring your body forward. Try to lean back a little bit more each time. Well, when you get really super strong, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to lean all the way back down to the floor. Put your back on the floor and then sit all the way back up. That's cool, right? You're halfway through. Hang in there. Keep breathing. And let's see. I'll count you down here from 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, and 2, and you're done. Thank you so much for joining me. This was your level 1 workout. So we did a decent amount of work here today, but every day this week we're going to use these same basic moves or derivations of these foundational building blocks. So don't miss it. As I said before, this is less than 15 minutes, and all you need to do is couple this type of work with some walking, maybe some stair climbing, decent diet choices. It's Monday, Meatless Monday. If you have been living under a rock for the last 6 months, you don't know about Meatless Monday, but it is a really amazing program that gets you out of eating meat just one day a week. And it's mostly for the environment, but it's so good for your body too. It's also Move It Monday, which means your week starts out best when you give it a healthy dose of fitness. So just pat yourself on the back because you've done that now. I'm Kim Watkins from In Shape Fitness. It's been great having you join me for this workout, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.